It was a Tuesday in April, and I, Malik Thompson, CEO of Tech Trend Innovations, stood in the Sprouts Market checkout line, my cart piled with organic spinach and quinoa in a futile attempt to stay healthy amid the corporate hustle. Reaching for my wallet, my stomach dropped. My Visa Infinite card was gone. Panic hit like a competitor's stock plunge after our latest app launch. I searched every pocket, my phone case, nothing. Left it at home, I muttered, abandoning my groceries and speeding back to Willow Grove, my upscale Charlotte suburb, where lawns are manicured and the HOA police's grass height like it's a federal crime. My sleek home at 123 Oak Lane stands out among cookie-cutter colonials. 3 years here, and I've never felt welcomed by some, especially Karen Whitaker, the HOA president across the street. Her welcome committee when I moved in felt like an interrogation into how a black tech mogul could afford the place. In my office, the desk drawer was ajar. My wallet was there, but lighter. My driver's license and insurance cards remained, but the Visa was missing. Sweat beaded as I checked my banking app. $10,200 in unauthorized charges, $9. $200 to Pinewood University, $500 at Best Buy, $250 at GameStop, $250 at Chipotle and Five Guys, all within 24 hours. Someone had my card and was spending freely. But how? My doors were locked, my security system armed, no signs of a break-in. I pulled up my camera's front door, back door, office, a precaution after Karen's early shade. At 11:43 a.m. yesterday, while I was at a client pitch, Karen entered with a key I never gave her. She headed straight for my office, rifled through my desk, pocketed my Visa with a smug grin, and snapped photos of my license, social security card, stupidly stored there, and the card's security code. My blood boiled. I called Visa, reporting the fraud, including a pending $600 charge at Gamers Paradise Resort. Connecting the dots, I recalled Karen's son, Tyler, 19, living at home, a community college dropout obsessed with anime teas, now enrolled at Pinewood, per her boasts. My stolen card was funding his fresh start. Visa urged police action. "Oh, I will," I said. But first, I'd confront the thief. How did Karen get my key? As HOA president, she had resident data, but not home access. Her ease entering suggested practice. I texted her, "Karen, urgent HOA issue at my place. Can you come by in 30?" Her reply was swift. "Of course, Malik." "Everything okay?" I smirked at the fake concern, responding, "Need your expertise." I backed up the footage to the cloud and a hard drive, called my lawyer, Tamara Brooks, and set my cameras and phone to record. Karen arrived with Tyler, her teal tracksuit screaming HOA patrol, blonde hair defying humidity. Tyler, 270 pounds in a Spider-Man tee and Iron Man shorts, smirked like we shared a secret. "Hello, Malik," Karen cooed. "Tyler's here, eyeing property management." "This is private," I said coldly. Her smile tightened. "We're neighbors. Nothing's too private." I led them to the living room and cut to the chase. "Karen, why'd you use an unauthorized key to steal my credit card yesterday?" Her face paled, but she rallied. "That's outrageous." Tyler shifted, eyes darting. I spun my laptop, showing her break-in. "I've got you stealing, plus $10,200 in charges, including Pinewood tuition for Tyler." Tyler's smirk vanished. "Mom," he stammered. Karen's mask cracked. "You have cameras inside?" "That's illegal." "You broke in," I laughed. "That's illegal." "An emergency key for Tyler's tuition," she snapped. Tyler mumbled, "Mom, what did you do?" She ignored him, jabbing a finger. "We've had financial struggles since Tyler's dad left." "I'd have paid you back." "With what?" I shot back. "You're broke." Her face reddened. "How dare you?" "My family's been here for generations." "So you steal from me?" "Borrow," she screamed. "People like you always have money to burn." The slur hung heavy. Tyler pleaded, "Mom, let's go." She snapped, "No," I pressed. "How many times have you been in my house?" Panic flickered. Tyler blurted, "You said you borrowed sugar last month and candles at Thanksgiving." Karen's "shut up" came too late. I stopped recording. "Thanks for confessing." Her eyes widened. "You recorded us? That's illegal." "North Carolina's one-party consent," I said. "You're done." She raged, "You're ruining Tyler's future over a technicality. You people move in, thinking you own everything." I stood. "Get out, or I call the cops." She spat, "This isn't over, Malik Thompson," as Tyler dragged her out. I called the police, reporting breaking, theft, and fraud. Tomorrow was gleeful, open and shut. As I sipped bourbon, 3 patrol cars arrived, lights flashing, neighbors peeking. Officers approached, hands on holsters. One said sternly, "Mr. Thompson, Mrs. Whitaker claims you threatened her and her son, accusing them of theft to seize HOA control." I blinked. "She broke in and stole my card. I have footage." They frowned. "She says you're stalking her with cameras." "My security caught her crime," I retorted, showing the videos. Their skepticism faded as Karen rifled my desk, followed by our recorded confrontation. I displayed the charges, including Pinewood. "Damn," one muttered. "I'm pressing charges," I said. They crossed to Karen, her sobs halting as panic set in. Tyler nodded miserably to their questions. After 15 minutes, they escorted a subdued Karen to my door. Sergeant Jamal Carter said, "She's cooperating. Will you hear her out?" I nodded. Karen, eyes down, mumbled, "It was a mix-up with HOA funds. I'd have paid you back." "You stole $10,200, I snapped. "You've been in my house before." "Never took anything until now," she insisted, slipping. "Checking homes is my HOA duty." "That's illegal," I said. Carter intervened. "Mrs. Whitaker, you're under arrest for breaking, theft, and fraud." She wailed, "You can't. I'm respected here." "You should have thought of that," Carter said, cuffing her. She glared. "Your fault, Malik." I fired back, "Would you have stolen from a white neighbor?" Her silence roared. At the station, my evidence sealed her fate. News spread like wildfire. Some neighbors supported me. Others bought Karen's Victim Act. Tamara reported felony charges, breaking, grand theft, fraud. "No jail likely," she said, "but probation, service, restitution." Karen's countersuit, harassment, privacy invasion, claimed my cameras were stalking. Desperate, Tamara scoffed. An emergency HOA meeting at Karen's house confirmed her strategy. I attended, facing 20 neighbors, some hostile. Karen, still president, pushed a rule requiring camera disclosure, framing me as a privacy threat. "My cameras aren't hidden," I countered. "They protect my business." Judge Eleanor Hayes, a neighbor, called it discriminatory. Mrs. Carter, my ally, accused Karen of retaliation. I dropped a bomb. "Let's discuss HOA keys and funds Karen borrowed." Chaos erupted. I slipped out. The next day, Eleanor, Mrs. Carter, and Mr. Daniels visited, suspending Karen and apologizing. They'd changed locks, audited funds, finding $30,000 missing, and offered me an HOA board seat. Tamara called. Karen's suit was tossed, and the DA found she'd targeted elderly neighbors for years. 2 months later, in court, Karen, in a dowdy gray suit, pleaded guilty. The DA detailed her pattern of targeting vulnerable residents. Her lawyer's devoted mom plea flopped. Judge Sofia Ramirez sentenced her to 6 months house arrest, 5 years probation, 500 hours community service, $10,200 restitution to me, and a permanent HOA ban. I donated the restitution to a scholarship fund for Pinewood students. Karen moved to Tampa, working as a data clerk. Tyler matured, apologized, and began repaying me while studying at UNC Charlotte. The HOA, under my leadership, built a community center symbolizing inclusion. A year later, at its groundbreaking, Willow Grove thrived, diverse, transparent, united. A photo from my HOA swearing-in hung in my office, a testament to belonging won through a forgotten card. The ordeal ended with justice served, a community transformed, and my place in it cemented. I stood taller, knowing I'd turned betrayal into progress, ensuring Willow Grove would never tolerate division again.